So I've just got to do all. J-Mott here, Stretford, Paddock. This is the live Champions League draw. I know we haven't just done this for 10 minutes thinking we were live when we weren't.
That
silly, didn't happen.
Who would do such a thing?
Joining me as always, I say as always because I think this is the first Champions League drive draw we've ever done,
I'm always
is Joe Smith. But we're already into it because the draw's literally kicking off now.
Manchester
and the first
City.
name out is Manchester City. Get involved in the comments. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you want.
Well,
obviously, just to quickly go through the sort of housekeeping, we can't get another English team. We can't get any teams out of pot 2.
Yep.
So we can get, obviously, pot 1, pot 3, and pot 4, as long as they're not English.
Well, what we can do here is know that we ain't getting drawn here because we're English. So let's get straight into it, shall we? Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's the other news that's going on. Cristiano Ronaldo, City have been drawn. It looks like he's heading there. All I'll say about that is he weren't even all that anyway.
Honestly, makes me feel rough, that. I thought, I'm not that bothered, I don't even care. And then I imagined him wearing a City shirt, and I just felt like pure shite.
It's just football, innit? It's what happens. It's what it does to you.
We'll go into the full details of that on Transfers Live later on. But, again, for anyone who doesn't know, United are pot 2. We will have in our group, each group is made up of one team from pot 2, one from pot 1, one from pot 3, one from pot 4. United, of course, also, like you said, can't face another English team.
Yeah.
So we will be facing us, 3 and
4. So far, Group A, you've got City have been drawn. Group B, Atletico Madrid. Group C, Sporting. Group D, Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Those are your draws so far. So no sign
ahead of that, by the way.
So so no sign of United. But Group E, Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
So we've had 5 teams drawn so far. Some big ones there as well, isn't there?
Yeah, they're doing
Bayern
all
Munich
the
and Inter,
groups,
obviously not City.
all the 8 teams from each group first.
Yeah, so get involved in the comments. Let us know who you want. What would be a good draw for you? Whether you want to see an easy draw for Manchester United or do you want to see tough ones? What do you want? Do you want a tough one
an
or an easy one?
Forget all this. Oh, let's get through the difficult draw. Just give me who? Sporting, Zenit, Sheriff. Give me Sheriff.
Sheriff, the new boys on the scene. Group F, Villarreal.
Yeah.
Hey, them lot.
Yeah. Them bastards.
Diddles,
Face them
didn't
again. It'll be such a hollow victory if we beat them twice in the Champions League group stage, won't it? That'll teach you. Even then, like that.
Yeah, that's as good as winning the Europa League final.
They won a trophy when they beat us.
I think it's weird today because everyone's in a little bit of like confusion and mourning over the Ronaldo news.
I feel sick.
I know.
I hope it falls through like the Kiev deal did.
Salman Akbar says, friendship ended with Ronaldo. Messi is my best friend. Just the thought of him in blue makes me physically ill. Salman Akbar as well. Welcome to the membership. He's joined the academy. Much appreciated. Aditya Gautam says, violence and chaos if City sign him. I feel sick. We're not advocating violence or chaos, but I completely understand that.
Chaos. Yeah. Violence, I'll say don't do it. Chaos, cause as much chaos as you want.
Yeah.
Just don't be violent.
Exactly. Well said. So far, we've got some more draws as well. Group G, Lille. They've come up. Group H, Chelsea.
So what they've done there is they've drawn out all the pot 1 teams to sort of head their groups.
Right.
So essentially, this doesn't matter. We knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just the letter that comes after the group. What actually it starts getting exciting is in a second when the pot 2 teams get drawn, which is United.
How many groups are there?
Well, it goes all the way up to H. So
is that it now? Is it H? Is that it? Yeah.
8 teams. Right. We can see there's 8 teams in each row. 8 times 3, 32.
All right, stop showing off with your maths knowledge.
8 times 4
you can count to 8.
36.
8 times 4 is 36.
Yeah, 8 times 3 ain't 32. It's 24.
And 8 times 4 is 32.
Yeah, 36.
Right. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
8 times 4 is 32.
Yeah, exactly. Love it.
Good. See, that's why people watch this channel, because you get maths knowledge. We're like Professor Alfred Einstein.
Yeah, Alfred Einstein, or who's that other one?
Stephen Hawkins.
Yeah.
Get involved in
Terry Edison.
Yes, exactly. People in
See,
the.
what's going on here, right? We've just got the pot one stuff out the way. We've already waited 45 minutes with everyone and their dad getting a trophy, and now we've got to watch more montages. Fair enough. Bit of women's football, whatever.
Right.
We don't need a montage. Defender of the year.
Defender of the year
Do
is
it in your own time.
Ruben Diaz.
I suppose this is their time.
A Manchester City defender winning Defender of the Year.
Interesting to say they won fuck all in the Champions League last season.
Yeah, exactly. And the women's Defender of the Year is Irene Paredes. Forgive me if I've got that one wrong. From Paris Saint-Germain. City and Paris Saint-Germain winning trophies. That's a great advert for the romance of football.
Also, and I can say this from experience, that shot we're seeing of this woman talking about a Defensive Player of the Year is out of focus.
Isn't it?
She's well fuzzy-faced.
Hey.
But look, at least the stadium's in focus though, AJ.
Do you reckon they just like sent some sort of work placement there? It's like, yeah, it's only the women's football. No one cares. Just film it how you want.
Probably.
It's not in focus. Don't worry about
Someone
it.
just holding the phone like
all right, hurry up, love. We've got something important to do here.
pathetic. They shouldn't be doing that. They should be better than that, shouldn't they? Disrespectful, that.
It is disrespectful. Yeah, so as you've mentioned earlier, we've had the Group H. Sorry, the Groups A to H all drawn. They've got Ruben Diaz now talking about winning this. That's nice of him. Yeah. Pot 1. I'm just going to run through some of these pots quickly. Villarreal, Atletico Madrid, City, Bayern Munich, Inter, Lille, Sporting. Pot 2. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juve, Manchester United, Paris Saint-Germain, the Scousers, Sevilla, Borussia Dortmund.
Could you stop me there a sec? That to me is far stronger than pot 1. Like historically. Madrid, Barca, Juve, United, PSG, Liverpool, Dortmund, Sevilla.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one, the pot 1's got Lille, Villarreal, Sporting in it. I know they've got Atletico who won the league, City won the league, Bayern won the league. But even so, there's 3 pretty weakish teams in pot. I'd rather be in pot 2 than pot 1.
100%. Pot 3, Porto, Ajax, RB Leipzig, Benfica, Atalanta, Zenit, Shakhtar Donestk, and Salzburg.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pot 4, Besiktas, Dynamo, Kiev, Club Brugge, Young Boys, AC Milan, Malmo, Wolfsburg, Sheriff, Tiraspol.
I always think Club Brugge sounds like some really trendy nightclub in London.
Club Brugge.
Hey, come out tonight, man. We're all going Club Brugge.
Yes.
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
They just
man.
cover you in mayonnaise. And
There's a bit of
kick your
a
ass.
United montage here.
Here
Paul
we
LaBille.
go. That's more like it.
Go on there. Mason Greenwood, Edinson Cavani, Bruno
Wan-Bissaka.
Fernandes. That's what we like to see.
Included as well.
I'll get into some of the comments.
Love these draws, me.
Ross says, lads, I've had an absolute shocker.
Oh, no.
Just ordered myself the black 0708 United kit with Ronaldo on the back, and it's expected to ship next week. Burn it.
I just noticed.
Can I just say something, right? Just one thing. Don't burn it, right?
No.
Throw it away, whatever. Burning kits.
Yeah.
That's what the Scousers do.
Yeah, don't burn it. Here's what you can
It's
do.
cringe.
I don't know if you can do it at home. You can get numbers and that printing lifted off shirts. So take it into a place that does that. You can get them taken off.
Design
steam it off.
and shine products based in Eccles do it.
Yeah, so you can have that taken off. So don't worry about that. Take that off. Put someone without any controversy like Tevez on it. Right, pot 2 then. This is United's time. Branislav Ivanovic
Hey,
doing the draw.
right.
Here we go. Unscrewing.
Bit of unscrewing. Here we go.
Unscrew this, lads. Oh, Borussia Dortmund.
Dortmund there. You can see it already, man.
Borussia Dortmund, they're going to be in the group with, who's Group A again? Manchester City.
Yes.
So you've got Dortmund and City again, a rematch of last year's quarterfinal, was it? That City scammed their way and lied
Only because
their way
the greatest player Dortmund have ever had wasn't playing.
Jude Bellingham.
No.
Oh,
Jadon
that's
Sancho.
the one, isn't it?
So, sorry, that's Group C. Was Sporting in Borussia Dortmund.
Oh, is it? Why are they doing Group C? Not
I don't
Group A?
know, but they are. So it's
They
Group C.
love all this, don't they?
Sorry, Group C, Sporting, if anyone cares about this, until we get to United. Michael Essien, who was at United, but we couldn't get a work permit for him.
Oh, so they
Announce the team, they draw the teams, and they do the group, which is just bizarre, innit?
that seems like an added step of anonymity that we don't need. Because really, the fun is who's going to be drawn.
Yeah.
Not who's going to be drawn, and let's guess which group they're in. You know which group they're in. Just stupid.
Just utter wibble.
Here we go. Come on.
Aye.
CF, that's Villarreal. Oh, no, it's Real Madrid, sorry. And it must be a Spanish team. But Villarreal are in Group 1. Pot 1 for winning the Euros.
The people at this draw, by the way, look like they're losing the will to live. They don't look exactly excited about watching this Champions League draw. Watching Branislav Ivanovic.
He was a good player, wasn't he?
He was all right.
Nothing, not falling for it.
No, I thought he was okay. It wasn't like,
Carvalho.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, there wasn't enough of him. So now we've got Group D. We've got Real Madrid and Inter Milan in Group D.
And that's, again, a rematch of the last time they played each other.
Yeah.
I don't know. What am I, some sort of sports scientist? SCN there. Not sure which way up a D goes. He's got good English, by the way, so I'm not having a go at that because he knows which way up a D goes. He was just speaking English 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
He's got good English.
Yeah, his English is better than our foreign.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Group C so far, Sporting and Borussia Dortmund. Group D, Inter and Real Madrid.
Come on, who's next?
Who's this?
FC could be United. Liverpool, you bastards!
Liverpool.
Let's hope they get... Can they get Bayern Munich?
Yes, they can.
Let's hope they get Bayern Munich. Because that means we're going to get... Because at the minute, look, go through the groups we've got. So Inter have been...
So it's Group B.
Perfect.
Group B is Liverpool and Atletico Madrid.
That's great. Because that takes away one of the big names. So already... Obviously, Sporting is one we would have wanted.
Yeah.
But Inter is one that you would have wanted to avoid, and so is Atletico. So now, the only big team that we left in it, in terms of a pot one, is Bayern Munich. So otherwise, we're going to get we're going to get Villarreal or Lille.
Have you ever been to Munich?
No, I haven't.
If we get Bayern Munich, fancy it.
Yeah.
You'll love Munich, you. Because it's a lovely city.
Is it?
Yeah.
I
I was sober when I went there, and I liked it.
Really?
I dumped my mates who were out of their head.
Yeah,
and when I met my other mates who weren't as out of their heads.
Yeah, just cigar smoking with the berets.
Yeah.
The artsy crowd that you met in London.
I won't go that far,
Well,
but they were
PSG.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Hopefully they get Bayern Munich in a repeat of the 2020 Champions League final. Actually,
very nice.
We don't know yet.
Yes. City. Group A, City and Paris Saint-Germain. So that's the sort of one for the old romantics that like traditional football clubs that have worked hard and fought their way up to the very pinnacle of European football without any question of human rights abuses along the way.
Here's one for you, Jay. Oil Classico.
A.
Wrap it up, boys.
Oil Classico. See what he said there?
One.
See what he did there? Because of oil rich. Yeah, okay, you get it.
Okay. So Juve next then.
Juventus.
Let's hope they get Bayern Munich.
Juventus, of course, based in Turin.
Love that. Mountainous.
In Italy.
In Europe. Brackets mainland.
The Northern Hemisphere.
Fantastic. So, and bigger, go on bigger.
The galaxy.
What's the galaxy called? You know what it's called?
Andromeda Nebula.
Milky Way.
The Milky Way. Oh, I thought that was it, but I thought it was too obvious. No. Sorry, so I thought I'd try and be clever and come up with something stupid, if that makes any sense.
I don't know. Say something I don't know. What is the name of our solar system? Is it just solar system?
I don't know. If you know what the name of our solar system is, get involved. Group H, by the way, is Chelsea and Juventus.
Okay, good.
So
we couldn't have got them anyway, so it don't fill me with much help or hope.
That'll be interesting, won't it? Ronaldo playing against Chelsea.
Yeah, when he's still at Juve and that.
Gosh. Someone, Space Main, has said more like oil plastico.
Boom. And that right there is going on a t-shirt.
Yes.
More like oil plastic.
Everyone's getting involved saying Milky Way even.
Milky May was the name of one of the dinner ladies at my school.
Do you know what, right? People are saying Milky Bar Kid. It always reminds me, right? 2009 Carling Cup final at half time. There was a guy getting dragged out. He had glasses on. The steward's dragging him out and he's kicking off. And he went past, he had glasses on and blonde hair. My mate went, "Hey, the Milky Bars are on me." He went, "You dickhead."
Shouldn't have got dragged out then, should you? Oh, that's good. That's very good.
Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Group E.
So Bayern Munich out, Atletico out, Inter out. That means we're getting Lille or Villarreal. That's very good for us. That's very good for us.
Lille and Sevilla.
So we're getting Villarreal then. Oh, it's a repeat of the final. It's a repeat of the final, Jay. And we're going to win it, and we're going to go, that's that then.
And do you know what?
That's the real quiz.
This is what's going to happen.
That's the real Champions League.
93rd minute. Penalty.
Maguire.
David De Gea says, boys, redemption. Yes, Manchester United, Group F.
I wonder who it's going to be.
We're out. We're in it. Villarreal. We know that. We knew that anyway, didn't we?
Yeah.
We've got Villarreal.
That can get locked in.
Yes.
Manchester United.
Manchester United.
Just reading those words.
I've missed that.
I've missed those words, mate.
I know we had it last season, but you know what I mean.
Forget about that.
It's just
already, this group is easier than last season's, no matter what. Because the other thing is with this, we can't get another Spanish team. Is there any other Spanish? There isn't actually any Spanish teams in Group C, is there? Oh, Pot 3, sorry.
Right, someone is saying we've never beaten Villarreal. Is that true?
Yeah.
Really?
It's true.
I remember there was like a million 0-0s.
Yeah, we've never beaten them.
Oh my god!
We'll beat them this time.
I went to a couple.
Champions League. That's the real Europa League.
That's the real.
Before the game, we say to him, and I wonder if they'll take this.
Bring your trophy. Bring your Europa League. Yeah.
Bring your medals, and we'll tell you why when you get
Yeah.
it. And then we get to Old Trafford, and we go, right, this is a bigger competition. Yes, it's not the final, but it's the Champions League.
Yeah.
This game now in the group stage, that's the real Europa League.
That's the real Europa League.
That's the real Europa League. And whoever wins this one, don't matter what happened last May, whoever wins this one owns the Europa League, and we get to keep it.
And if they beat us,
then
we say, all right, final decider, whoever can throw this kettle over Old Trafford wins. Yeah?
Perfect. I think we should do that. And I think they'd have to say yes to that legally. There is legal precedent. Yeah, exactly.
There's a montage going on of N'Golo Kante, who I'm going to put out there is the least offensive Chelsea player ever.
Michu, he was pretty funny.
What?
Didn't Michu play for Chelsea and get done for...
No, that's Adrian Mutu, isn't it?
Oh, Mutu, sorry, yeah. And he got done for sniffing drugs.
Yeah,
that's not offensive, that's a laugh.
No, but you can I didn't like him because of that, though. Like, Kante can kind of... He's likeable, innit? Which is no mean feat playing for Chelsea because they're not a very likeable team.
Do you know the main reason he's likeable? Obviously, he's got this whole thing of like, oh, into cute, which I've spoken about before, the sort of, infantilizing of him, making him out like he's some baby. Oh, look at him smiling like he's got 3 brain cells.
Yeah.
I think it's way over the top and people treat him like a kid, which is weird. But the actual reason he's quite likeable because he's just quiet.
Yeah.
You just don't have
There was that story one that
when
France won the World Cup of him waiting for ages, then asking, can I have a picture with it? Like he was a sort of...
Yeah, like he didn't fucking play every minute of the World Cup.
It was like, yes, you can have it.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's won the UEFA Champions League Midfielder of the Year award, rightly so, considering he won it. And Alexia Putellas has won it for Barcelona in the women's category.
Someone just mentioned it, yeah. Actually, I should say who's mentioned it. I've lost it. Someone mentioned City versus PSG. It's going to be Messi versus Ronaldo, isn't it?
PSG.
Messi.
City.
Ronaldo.
Shocking. Disgusting.
That is fucking disgusting, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? Like, if that's not a sad indication that football's gone at the dogs, I don't know what it is. AAO, member for 9 months. Thanks for your support. The Academy says it's taken me 9 months to find this button. Could be worse than Villarreal up the paddock.
Whoa,
exactly. Give us a like. There's 2,614 people watching.
Come on.
Just barely 200 likes.
Yeah,
Come
let's
on,
get
people.
up to 1,000 likes.
Yeah.
1,000 likes and we'll get Shakhtar and Sheriff.
Right.
Shakhtar, Sheriff. Bayern, Munich, Leipzig, Benfica. Something like that, innit? Not fucking no, mates. I like this, don't you?
Yes.
I've just noticed on the Shakhtar badge, it says wax tap on it. What's that mean? See that? Or is that just coincidental Ukrainian?
I don't know. Maybe it is a bit of coincidental Ukrainian. Are we able to get on the screen who we've got? Is that a thing we can
it's going to be
sort out?
Once the draw is completed,
we'll have it.
So full thing on there.
We'll be able to sort of fill you in on what's going down. But if you've just joined us, you're not sure. We've got Villarreal in Group F, United versus Villarreal. I'll go through some of the draws at the minute.
Just a second. Is there any way we could get a sort of one version as we go along for
each
draw? That would be great.
I think we're on the case.
Up on the screen in just a minute, but currently it's United and Villarreal. Go through the rest of what we've got so far.
Right, so Group A, City, PSG. Group B, Atletico, Liverpool. Group C, Sporting, Borussia Dortmund. Group D, Inter, Real Madrid. Group E, Bayern Munich, Barcelona. Group F, Villarreal, Manchester United. Group G, Lille, Sevilla. And Group H, Chelsea, Juve.
Group F, the group of farts.
The group of fucking mint teams.
Shakhtar Donetsk is the next one drawn out. So now, if the next piece of paper is F, then it's us. We're Group F, like you said.
Always the same.
Always the same.
Aye. Get involved in the comments as well. Let us know what you think. about this draw, who you want to see our next teams were drawn against being, if that makes any sense. Which it doesn't, because I just got my words in the completely wrong order.
Needs sense?
Oh, someone else has put Abu Dhabi.
I like that a lot.
Yeah,
you know what,
very
Jay?
clever.
I just need to check that that's not offensive. But if it isn't,
location 243 says, "Are you guys doing watch along for Wolves game?" Yes, it's going to be myself, Andy Say, and I've not even told you this.
No, you aren't. Who's coming on?
Tom, the Wolves fan.
You joking?
No.
Is he all right? You're gonna kick his face in?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
What if they win?
Even if we win.
If we win, kick his face in. No, if Wolves win, kick his face in. If we win, do a wee on him.
Right. Okay. Yeah, bit of Europhilia. Group D: Inter Milan, Real Madrid, and Shakhtar Donetsk.
Oh, joking.
International, as they're called.
From you, you've been doing that Rosetta Stone and that.
Don't know what that is, but yeah.
I do not know what Rosetta Stone is. Is that
it a
like
singer?
translation?
Hey, Rosetta Stone, love all her hits. Somebody else's guy. Oh no, that's Jocelyn Brown.
Rosetta Stone is the language learning.
I know what Rosetta Stone is.
Sorry.
Thank you.
And the Rosetta Stone is a sort of fictional something or other, isn't it? Is it Everlasting Life or something?
Something like, I thought the Rosetta Stone was the one you put in the middle of an archway.
It might be. Google Rosetta Stone, see what will come up
This
with.
is what you get on this channel.
You don't get this anywhere else.
Cutting edge. Oh no. Sorry, I just got excited over nothing. What is the Rosetta Stone? It's something. It has a message carved into it. It's something about it's like some ancient stone.
Yeah, but what's the idea behind it?
It helps
Group
you.
E, that's not United. Keep reading.
It helps you draw Champions League games.
Okay.
So Group E: Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Benfica. Tasty. Some big hitters there. Lots of Champions League wins in there as well. Even Benfica, I think, have got a couple.
Just to correct myself, Rosetta Stone isn't fictional. It was used to decrypt hieroglyphics. It's a real stone.
J.E. Frascone, thank you for your super chat.
Brilliant.
Yes, lots of people saying about Rosetta Stone.
So here's the thing, right? We might get it wrong first time round, but we don't leave without clarifying.
Clarification.
That is our promise to you.
Yeah, is
FC Club
important.
Zenit have just been drawn. Now, if we get an F after this, that's us.
Just waiting now here. So we've got Group D, we've got Inter, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk. Group E, we've got Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Benfica.
Mm-hmm.
So that's sort of the latest update where we're up
Shakhtar.
to. I mean, this just seems very, very long-winded
Zenit,
to me with all this shenanigans.
I know. I don't see the point in drawing the group.
Do you know what I mean?
Just do it in
Like,
order.
What,
matter,
what is going on? So H. So Chelsea, Juventus, Zenit is Group H so far.
Actually, I've realised why they do the group as a separate thing.
Go on.
Because if all the balls were just in a pot, let's say, so there you got Juve, Chelsea and Juventus, right?
Yeah.
So they're now going for the next group down.
Yeah.
Which, let's say it was, an Italian team was possibly in that group.
Yeah.
If you just drew them out, you'd have to go, oh no, they can't be in this group because of this.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have the group as a separate thing, all of a sudden then they can put in the right balls that are available to Zenit to even be in. Because there's only a certain amount of groups they can join because of teams from their country and other groups.
Yeah.
So that final ball with the group in is actually the most important thing.
I
apologise.
Assuming it makes sense. So Group A is City, PSG, and Leipzig. So that's quite nice. You've got a team sort of founded by a soft drinks company, is it?
Mm-hmm.
That's just, quite romantic and it's traditional. You've got two teams funded by basically sovereign nations to sports wash.
Big Greece.
Yeah. So that's the group of, shall we say, romance and sort of traditional football.
Can I tell you
Lovely
something else,
to see.
Jay? I don't know if you've noticed this.
Yeah.
Other than, obviously, who was it? Moscow.
Yeah.
Was it Moscow? No, it's Istanbul Başakşehir. That's the exact group we had last year.
Yep.
Other than Man City, obviously.
100%. Mark Hatton, who's been a member for 9 months, says Rosetta Stoned. If you know, you know. P.S. Rosetta Stone was how they were able to translate Egyptian hieroglyphs from Greek.
Love that.
Thank you. Ian says as well.
I was thinking of the Philosopher's Stone.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Are you Gryffindor or Slytherin or Hufflepuff or whatever it is? Or what's the other one?
Come on, you can get this.
My kids are into this, and my missus as well.
It's only been 25 years for you to work it out.
Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you any of them?
No, I'm just one of the teachers.
Group F. That's us. That's us. Ian, I'll get back to you.
Who was it?
Villarreal, Man United, Atalanta. Group F. Do you know what? I'm all right with that.
Yeah, me too.
Nice trip to America. Georgia on my mind, obviously. Yeah. I've been to Atlanta. That's the last time I ever had a beer was at Atlanta.
It's Atalanta in Italy. Obviously, you know that Atlanta's not in. You know Atlanta's not in Europe, don't you?
I just thought you let him in because it's mint. Right, fair enough.
Absolutely,
yeah. Ian, I'll get back to your super chat, brother.
You're being like, I call you an idiot when actually I'm the idiot for not realising you were joking. Absolute fucking idiot. He said Atlanta. Are you a dickhead or something? It's in Italy.
Ian says, imagine this draw if the Super League went ahead. Burnley are draw next, and they will go into Group H, where they'll play Metz, Empoli, and Cadiz.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Or even someone like Sheriff. I want Sheriff so bad.
So in Group G, we've got Lille, Sevilla, Salzburg.
That's a Europa League group if ever I've seen one, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Jesus.
It's not the best, is it?
Terrible.
Group B, we've got Atletico Madrid, Liverpool and Porto. There's a surprise, eh?
Yeah.
Don't they play them every year?
I know.
Disgusting.
Atletico
Madrid play Liverpool every year, and so do Porto.
Yeah, I know.
It's like Norwich.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Scousers get Norwich in this.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Typical.
And City get fucking
Wickham.
Yeah. QPR. Morecambe. How have they got a League Two team? Don't worry about it. That's just what they do. Honestly.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what you think about the draw so far, what you think about United's opponents. Are you going to make the trip to Villarreal or Atalanta, which I've just been told isn't in America, it's in Italy. See, I thought it was in Georgia.
Me too.
Russia. If you're not going, don't worry, because we'll be here for you. We'll be doing the watch-alongs, so make sure you're checking out Stretford Paddock as always.
On this screen, on the telly, that looks a little bit like the Sheffield Wednesday badge, that one. It's not. It's the Malmo badge, but it looks a little bit Sheffield Wednesday.
Group C is Sporting, Borussia Dortmund and Ajax. I feel like that's the groovy, the hip.
Yeah, the group of cool.
Yeah, Sporting, Dortmund, Ajax.
Yeah, proper hipsters group.
Yeah, they're all getting stoned before the game and just having a top laugh.
We're just doing some shots.
Yeah.
Like, what? You got a game?
Yeah.
Who gives
Come
a
on,
shit?
man.
Yeah, we're not going to win it anyway.
Square.
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to win it anyway. We're just here for a good time. Because Lisbon's a great city.
Yep.
Amsterdam the same. Dortmund, who even knows? No one's been to Dortmund on holiday.
I don't even think it exists.
I'm not even sure it does.
It's just
one
a team.
big stand that goes back that they always go on about. The biggest single stand in Europe.
Maurice Cavallo says, if we don't top this group, I'm only out. DSG says, if we beat Sheriff, will we sing I Shot the Sheriff?
Absolutely we will. We'll be singing it before the game.
If we
afterwards.
don't, we all want sacking.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some more interviews going on. I
This
think
one's
some
slightly
more
more.
awards. Is this attacking? Forwards of the year. So the men's, who's won the men's? Who do you think? Don't know if you've seen it.
I have seen it, but I'm going to take a guess anyway. Here's what I would have said.
Yeah.
Benzema. Is it?
No.
Oh. It's not Erling Haaland from Dortmund, is it?
It is Erling Haaland from Dortmund.
Good.
Which is a bit of a joke because he wasn't even Dortmund's best player last year. Yeah. And also the women's is Jennifer Hermoso from Barcelona. So
who knows?
Different players for different needs.
Different genders.
Yes.
What do you think?
Haaland? Ryan R says Joe's American accent is spot on. It's because he's American.
I'm American.
Did you not know that about him?
That thumb nearly went in my eye then, Jay. You might want to watch yourself, yeah?
Hey, there's
just because both
Erling Haaland's doing an interview now, and he looks like he really wants to do it as well. He looks like he's loving it.
What do you think to his face? Do you think the fact that he's a world-class footballer distracts from the fact that he's got a head like, honestly, I don't know what?
Well, what do you mean? He just looks like a person.
You're joking, aren't you?
What, Erling Haaland?
He looks like he's made out of... His head's like one big blister with a skull underneath
as someone who once spent £4,015 on rhinoplasty, I'm not going to judge anyone's appearance, Joseph, and I think you should take a look at yourself before you start knocking Erling Haaland.
Let's have a look at it then.
Hey. Can't see, can you? Can't even tell, can you? Can you see the stitches? No. For anyone asking, even though no one has, I'll tell you anyway, the merchandise we're wearing...
Yeah.
Of officially the greatest ever Portuguese player to play for Manchester United.
That's a great one.
By the way, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes and others, we've got other merch as well, is available from the Paddock website. Go and check it out. The link is in the description.
Yes.
Yes.
I think in the description it says
We've also
merchandise.
got some members content coming up. We've had a few members commenting. We're doing another fantasy video.
We will
fantasy
be doing
football
today.
video. Because I've
Jay,
been struggling.
we're not going to talk about it.
We won't talk
He's let
about
himself
it.
down again.
Someone in the chat is saying the Bill G7 says Bruno. He's better than Cristiano. Yeah.
For now, at least, until he fucking fucks off and leaves.
My Tune channel says Erling Haaland looks like KDB in FIFA. Nice.
Interesting.
Nice.
I think he's got a bad face.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I wouldn't mind having a bad face if I was like third best striker in the world or whatever it is. Who's best striker in the world?
Mason Greenwood.
Fucking yes, man. Aye. Second.
Cavani.
Third.
Anthony Martial.
So, perfect.
Yeah.
Right. Villarreal, Manchester United, Atalanta. Who do you want from this last line? Here's the last line here.
Go on.
Who do you want? We obviously can't get AC Milan now because they're from the same nation as Atalanta. So it's is that Besiktas, Young Boys, Club Brugge, which is a trendy nightclub. I'm not sure who that one is. Malmo, Sheriff, and Wolfsburg. Sheriff, don't you?
Yeah.
AS Young Boys.
There you go.
Wait,
So
I can't wait for all the hilarious Young Boys jokes on
I hate
Twitter.
that. I remember on Soccer AM they were doing it. We've been Googling young boys on the internet, and I think, that's mint.
Yeah, it was funny like
9 o'clock in the morning.
12 years ago when we first heard of young boys.
Yeah,
like,
now
when
it's
they
just
first got
like,
in the
it's
Europa
just
League.
a shit joke.
Hilarious.
It's
quite funny actually.
You would.
Well, no, I'm joking.
Right.
Right.
There's only one of us who looks twat on him, mate. That's you. Right, that's it. Young boys. Manchester United have got Villarreal, Man United, Atalanta, and Young Boys. That is it. Group F. Villarreal, Atalanta, Young Boys, and Manchester United.
Wow, what a group.
A bunch of bouncing Busby babes. They deserve to be United. So there you go. That is our Champions League group. We're gonna stick around, go through the rest of it, and get in your comments as well. Give us your reaction. But you've got trips to Villarreal, Atalanta, and Young Boys. Where's that from?
Where are the Young Boys?
Where are they from?
I don't know.
Don't do it.
I said I won't do it.
You're doing the thing that you were saying you don't like.
As it turns out, it's really hard not to do it.
Yeah.
Salman Akbar says, shouldn't they be middle-aged guys by now? They've been young boys for ages.
Yes.
Nice one. I like that.
Nice comments.
Besiktas. We'll keep doing the rest of the draw.
Kuma Lunica says, I've had a terrible day at work, but you gentlemen have made it all the better. Thank you for the laughs.
You're welcome. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for the music.
Look at that guy there holding his phone, and he's got his son jet skiing.
On his screen, on his what do you call it?
Phone case.
His phone cover, yeah. Oh, mine's a bit boring, isn't it? I should do that.
Mine's just black as hell.
Hey, black ash, as I say.
Gee, and I don't.
It used to be a type of
For legal
weed.
reasons.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah. For anyone who cares. Young boy, David Logan says young boys' rivals are called old boys, not messing with you.
Interesting.
Anthony Jarvis says they are from Neverland.
Great
they will
comment
stay children forever.
Oh, very
Group
nice.
C now. Sporting, Dortmund, Ajax, Besiktas. So the groovy group, is that groovy Besiktas?
Not really, is it?
We're trying to push an agenda here.
Yeah, who would if they were really groovy, they would have got either Sheriff or Club Brugge.
Yeah.
Because that is literally a dance floor.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Club Brugge stays open till 7 a.m.
It never shuts.
Well, until 7 a.m. Someone made a good point. Killian Wallace made a great point. No long trips either, which is very good. We've got Spain, Italy, and Holland.
Group B, if you care.
I do.
Atletico Madrid, Porto, Milan, and the Scousers.
Very good.
So, they seem to play Milan a lot, don't they? Liverpool.
What's this all about?
Hey, 2003 and all that, but don't worry, 2007, Milan rectified the mistake they made. Oh no, 2005. Sorry, not 2003. 2003 was the worst final.
Yeah, 0-0
in the history of the competition. Apparently, UEFA considered abolishing the competition after that game.
That's not true. But the reason
it was so boring that game.
But
UEFA said, "Should we just scrap this Champions League?"
But the mad thing is, though, 15 years later, teams did try to scrap the Champions League. So that's why I half believed you. That was shit. She was just not bothered.
It's not bothered. It's so shit. I'm just wasting 90 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
Bad Ath Mofo says, thank you, UEFA. This easy group will allow us to keep a stronger hold on first during the peak of the season. 21 and 4 is coming.
That's the sort of worrying confidence that I like to impart on our listeners,
yes.
don't you? Well, that's that group done then. Right, let's go into this then. because I would say there we have got the most middle of the road of each of those groups. Like Villarreal is obviously we've literally just lost to them.
Yeah.
Atalanta, good team, middle of the road.
Don't forget
not
as well.
the easiest, not the most difficult.
Dynamo.
Yeah. What, a team he doesn't play for anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll have a point to prove.
And then Young Boys should be easy, but not the easiest. Do you think there's any chance we don't finish top 2 in that group?
No.
Really?
If we don't, Ollie's going to be in serious trouble with his job.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if we finish 3rd in that group or 4th, he's going to have some explaining to do because that would be shocking.
Because last season, obviously...
I'd expect our Carabao Cup team to be Young Boys and Atalanta.
Yeah.
Villarreal's different, obviously. Just go through some of the groups that have been done since we've been talking about our own group. Group G, Lille, Sevilla, Salzburg and Wolfsburg. Yeah, whatever.
Which one's that one? Sorry, read that again.
Group G, Lille, Sevilla, Salzburg and Wolfsburg.
That's the on the red button group, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's never going to be on BT Sport, that one. And over on BT Sport Plus Y, we've got Lille versus Wolfsburg for you to not care about. That's what, put that on in the background while you're snogging your missus.
Group A, which is...
Now we're talking.
Is the group of just horribleness.
Group of ass.
Yeah, is City, PSG, RB Leipzig and Club Brugge.
Ooh.
So I'll be supporting Club Brugge in that one.
Yeah.
And that's, Group A. So we've got Group A, Group G, Group B, Group C, and Group F, obviously, have been sorted.
Can we just leave the United
group we don't
graphic
need
on
all
full
this
time?
stuff.
Yeah, that's all we need, innit? So people joining in.
I like this already. Shamal Al-Fazi says Man United is 40-1 to win Group F and win the Champions League. I don't advocate gambling, but that is a license to print money. Christian Fowler says 21 plus 4 equals 25. Sancho kit number.
Yeah, I love that.
So that is...
So what? Sorry, those numbers 21 and 4. What are they got to do with anything?
4 if we win the Champions
That's
League.
how
That'll
many
be
European
4.
Cups will have won.
Yeah, and
21
of course. You know the.
Love that. Absolutely. Love that.
We've got almost 3,000 people watching the video. Can we get 1,000 likes? We've got 800 likes, I think. Owen Murray says if we don't finish top 2 in this group, Jay should shave his head. I think you should shave your head if we don't finish top 2.
Shave your head if we don't finish top
Koth Mike says we've missed a couple of super chats. Harry Evans, we get to them, don't worry. Says lucky bums, what a joke. LFC still gonna make it 6.
Oh, we've got a Liverpool fan
hello. So if you want to send us £2.79 to tell us that.
Actually, haven't Liverpool already got 6 Champions Leagues?
Yeah, so he's done well there.
Because AC Milan was 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, they have done 6. Koth Mike says young boys can be hard, need to play well. I get that there's a little joke in there.
Is there another LFC that we're forgetting about, or is he just not know how many Champions Leagues his own teams won?
A typical Liverpool fan in that he doesn't even know, and it's not because there's that good they win so many trophies. They talk about it constantly, and he's forgotten or he's got confused. Probably because he was supporting City 3 seasons ago, and then the Scousers went and won the Champions League, and he thought, oh, hang on a minute, I support them now. How many have we got? 5? Yeah, mint.
Interesting.
Get a grip, son. Mank Mike 93. Right, for starters, that's one of my favourite ever names. Mank Mike, love all that. 93.
One of my favourite
One of my favourite ever years, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because Manchester United.
Because I was born.
Because 93 was a great year for English football. Joe Smith was born. If you know, you know. Mank Mike, welcome to the Academy and thanks for your support. Sajal Menderata says, petition to have the beautiful Paddock never mention Ronaldo's name on this channel if he signs for City unless he misses a sitter or loses to us.
Here's something, Jay. We've got quite a few sort of songs that are going to need editing or binning if he signs for City, aren't we? Because we ain't singing any of them songs anymore.
There's the obvious ones that are just about him that we just won't sing anymore, and then there's the one about I don't like the Bruno one anyway, because it's not a bad chant. It's just I struggle with it.
It's a bit fiddly.
It's a bit wordy, yeah. You have to have that.
And then this was the bit.
Yeah. So it's a bit like I struggle with it.
So what do you think that's going to get changed to? Bruno, he's better than Cristiano.
I've seen someone already say it came from Sporting like Marcus Rojo.
That's better. He's better than Cristiano makes more sense and is easier to get your head around.
Yeah.
But came from Sporting like Marcus Rojo is the pettiness of that is sensational.
Yes. Group D is Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk and Sheriff Tiraspol. Group E is
Sheriff.
Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Benfica,
Yeah,
Dynamo Kiev.
that's a good group.
Chelsea got Juve, Zenit, Malmo. We know City, you've got PSG, Leipzig and Bruges. Lille, Sevilla, Salzburg and Wolfsburg, as Joe said, is a red button group. Group C, Sporting, Borussia Dortmund, Ajax and Besiktas. Group F, which is the one you all care about and you can see it on your screen, is Villarreal, United, Atalanta and Young Boys. You know what would be just typical United? Is it we absolutely dicked Villarreal home and away.
That's what I think will happen.
Yeah. As in, like, just annihilate.
Aha, there we go. Then.
Yeah, and
Sorted.
you're like, and then all you hear is, why the fuck didn't we do that in the Europa League final and have a trophy?
So in terms of the groups, then the Liverpool group is relatively high quality, and City's group is relatively high quality. They're the two to watch out for, and then obviously United's group.
Koff Mike in the super chat says, "Gentlemen, I need your support to help me get my members badge back from YouTube. Dirty Gets done me dirty. I don't know what's going on there. I'll look into it and we can try and get you your members badge back."
What's his name?
Koth Mike. I know Mike always comments, always gets involved in the chat. We appreciate your support, bro. So we'll sort it out if we can. If that's something we can do, we will do.
Yeah.
So it's KOTH Mike. Get involved in the comments. So let's have a look. Whatever else he's saying. Maurice Cavallo says some news coming in of Ronaldo being offered to United. I think he's joking there. If only that were true.
Do you know something? Can we just talk about that quickly? We'll talk about it properly in Transfers Live tonight. We'll talk about the whole City angle. But just from the United angle, would you have him?
Would I have Ronaldo at United?
Yeah. Let's say a 1 year deal plus... a 2 year deal plus an optional third.
I've always said, right, and I said this to you, I think, in the office a few weeks ago, having Ronaldo at United would be like doing sniff. Right? So it'd be like that. Doing like or drugs, like doing that initial line, I'd be buzzing. And then later on I'd be thinking, shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
This is a mistake, and I've got to pay for it as well. And actually, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
And I feel shit that we've done it.
And
I should have spent that money on something else.
Yeah.
And and I've made a knob of myself as well because I've done the thing that I don't do anymore. That's how I feel like it.
Do you know what? I've never heard such a good analogy in my whole life.
Really?
It's really good, that.
Thank you. You're very good at analogy, so I'd take that as a massive compliment. Abhinav Verma says, Joe, Milan have 7 UEFA Champions Leagues. They have more than Liverpool. Do you know what? That's good. I like that.
We didn't. Yeah, but I didn't say they didn't.
I know, but I was just pointing out to you. I'm not saying I'm a dick.
Okay, good.
Just saying.
Yeah, great.
I like that.
Well, yeah, but the problem is Milan have been stuck on 7 for 15 years. I mean, we've been stuck on fucking 3 for 13, so I can't say. But even so,
it really annoys me, right, that we won 13 Premier Leagues and
know.
only 2 Champions Leagues during that time.
I know.
How did we do that?
I don't know.
That's almost impossible. And do you know what?
Go on.
We only really won it when we were the best team.
I know. Well, we did.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like, like in 2008,
Yeah.
1999, we were the best team in Europe and we won the Champions League.
Yeah.
Usually, teams win it when they're not. And we didn't do that.
No.
We didn't like Chelsea in 2012 weren't remotely the best team in the Champions League.
They weren't last year.
No, they weren't last year. The Scouts in 2005 weren't.
Absolutely
Probably
not.
weren't even in 2019 or 2019.
Were
Porto
they?
in 2004 when we were robbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only did it when we were, which is just annoying.
Difficult.
Yep. Good chance for United. Bereket says, Stelios P says, it happens. You need luck to some extent. You do need luck. I look at United in the Champions League, right? And I think of those fantastic nights and those fantastic results, Barcelona and the sort of the games against likes of Juve and teams like that and getting to the final and winning the finals. But then you look at some of the times we haven't done it and you look at Leverkusen years ago. You look at Dortmund years ago. You look at Porto when Scholes scores a good goal with 2 players playing him on side. You look at the Nani sending off against Real Madrid in Fergie's last season. And there's a lot of near misses there where you think if that had just gone that way, we could have done it.
Yeah. So annoying, isn't it?
Yeah. Sean Usser says Roma 7-2, best game.
Yeah.
7-1, wasn't it?
7-1.
Yeah. Not to be that guy.
Well, you were, though.
I'm sorry.
You couldn't help yourself, could you?
Listen, let's not bicker over who scored how many goals. It was mint.
So now it's happened then. We are glad that we've got an easy draw, aren't we? I say easy draw. We could still go out, no jinxes here. But in terms of who you would pick...
That's the easiest
towards
draw
the top,
we've
isn't
had
it?
since when we had Ottila Galate and all them lot.
Yeah.
And mind you, didn't we finish third then? Can't remember. Right, I'm going to run through these groups. Have we got them all now? Have we done?
Yeah, also.
Also, the UEFA Coach of the Year, who do you think got it?
Tuchel, obviously.
Tommy Tuchel got it for Chelsea.
Although we only managed him for like 6 games. So
and Luis Cortez got it for Barcelona. Do you know the bad thing about that is, from United point of view, Tuchel sort of. I mean, it's good that he won it because he stopped City winning it, so I'm glad. But then everyone looks at that, doesn't it? Anyone who doubts Ollie looks at that and goes, look at what Tuchel
He did it straight away.
Came in.
See they got rid of Lampard and look what's happened.
Yeah. And I think it's not the same, is it? Because for starters, we were like, Ollie didn't deserve to get sacked.
No.
He hadn't done anything. Like Lampard was struggling.
Yeah, they weren't in the top 4, were they?
Yeah, and also, they'd gone out in the summer and spent 250 million quid on players.
Yeah.
And they already had the likes of N'Golo Kante and Azpilicueta and Rudiger. I know I got his name wrong.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We push forward.
Yeah. So they already had like some good players there. Spent a load of money.
Yeah.
And had a really good squad.
Yeah.
And he came in and took that over. So I think it's unfair when people just compare the two. But with all that being said, if Ollie doesn't get out of this group, he's going to get a lot of criticism. Right.
On that yellow square there, if you go up, that's all of them. So take us
through
from Group A all the way through.
Thank you. I was going to do it the long way around. So the Champions League group stage draw in full. I'm going to do it in chronological order, going from A to H. Alphabetical order, not chronological. It's not numerical.
Start by which team was founded first.
Yes. So as we know, Real Madrid was founded first in 1803. No, they weren't. Just made all that up.
Go on.
Right. Group A. City, PSG, Leipzig, Club Brugge. That's
there.
officially known as the sports washing group.
What do you reckon to that then? That's going to be an interesting watch, that group, isn't it?
City will walk it.
You think?
Even with PSG, all right, PSG have got a good team now, aren't they? But I still think it's going to be City, PSG. That Leipzig and Bruges are just going to be the whipping boys.
Seems pretty obvious, doesn't it?
Let's not try. I'm not going to try and be over clever here. I just can't see Leipzig even taking points off City or PSG. To be honest with you. I think that's just going to be City, PSG, and the decider on who finishes top is who wins out of them two when they play each other.
Don Bateman says Group A moral, more like.
Nice, I like that.
Right, Group B.
Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Porto, Milan. That's the teams that the Scousers play every season group.
Who are you saying there then?
I reckon it's. I'm not trying to just be obvious, but I reckon it's Scousers top.
Yeah.
Atletico second.
I could see Porto coming with some problems. The AC Milan team we faced last year will not come near Liverpool or Atletico Madrid.
AC Milan are like a worse version of us.
Yeah, they were poor.
They're like, we've gone downhill since our glory days, but AC Milan are just nowhere near the AC Milan they used to be.
No.
Group C, you've got Sporting, Borussia Dortmund, Ajax and Besiktas. That's like the cool group. Go on, who do you think's going to top two that?
I think Dortmund Ajax. But Sporting are a good team, and Ajax are very hit and miss
I
these
think
days.
that group could be anyone's.
Yeah,
I think even Besiktas could, because those tricky away games, you know, you go into Turkey, anything can happen.
And you know, one of those groups where someone goes through with like 6 points.
Yeah, I think that could be a bit of a. Do you know what I mean? Like Haaland misses a game, and that just throws everything into. And you know, I know they've still got a good team without him, but you just don't know. Group D: Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, Sheriff Tiraspol.
Got to be Inter and Real.
Yeah.
If it isn't, this
in that order, do you reckon Inter top, Real Madrid second with everything that's gone on?
I think Madrid top. I think
if Madrid get Mbappe as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think the one thing you could see there, I know Inter won the league last season, I know they're great. Who knows how it's going to work there with Inzaghi, I think it is, as their manager. They've lost Lukaku. I think people are still sniffing about Martinez. We're not sure what happened there. Shakhtar could surprise people and maybe pop into Milan into the Europa League.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that.
Group E, which is like the historical group. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Benfica, Dynamo Kiev.
Proper historical teams.
Yeah, they're like teams that have been around forever and have had quite
been
a lot
good
of
since
success.
the 50s.
Yeah. Obviously, again, there's a slight sort of fallen giants is a bit of an over-exaggeration with especially with Bayern Munich, but not quite where they were a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah.
Barcelona have had all sorts of things going on, and they obviously lost Lionel Messi. Benfica and Dynamo Kiev. Do you think it's Barca, Bayern top two?
Yeah, I think the drop-off is too big there. I think even with the absolute unfathomable turmoil that Barca are in at the minute financially and politically, I still think they've got too much for Benfica or Dynamo Kiev. I think it'll be Bayern. I think Bayern might win every game though. I think it could be Bayern, Barca, Benfica.
Group F, which is the main group, the Manchester United group, of course. So you've got United, you've got Villarreal, you've got Atalanta, and you've got Young Boys. Is it just United, Villarreal, Atalanta, Young Boys?
I think Atalanta could surprise. They've been really good the last couple of seasons.
Yeah.
We could definitely drop points to... The thing is, I don't think we'll drop points to Young Boys, although we saw it with Istanbul last season that we did. I don't think we'll drop points to Young Boys. I think we could, as we know, drop points to Villarreal. That wouldn't be a shock. We saw it last season, and Atalanta we need to watch out for them as well, because if we're not careful, we might have 4 points after the first 3 games, and then all of a sudden it's backs against the wall. Hopefully, win those first 2 games. I know we did that last year, but it's a different group this time. Win those first 2 games and essentially have 4 games to get 1 win. I think it'll be United and Villarreal probably good enough, but don't be surprised if Atalanta sneak up there as well.
Someone's saying, I think you might have a point there. Someone was just in the chat in one of my WhatsApp groups saying, if you are looking at going away, I think Spain have reduced capacity at games, so Villarreal might be a tricky away. I'm not sure what the situation is going to be there.
Worth knowing.
People are already going, oh, Villarreal, that's a nice away trip. And then someone else is saying, well, actually, they've got reduced capacity. So just before you start booking your flights, you might well look into that one. But yeah, I mean, I'd fancy us for that group. And in a way, in a perverse way, I'm almost glad that we've got someone like a Villarreal, because it gets you that sort of thing of, we know they can beat us, we know we've got to be on our game, you know what I mean? You can't just go into this and go, well, that's us through. Yeah. We've done that before and ended up coming up short. Yeah. Group G is Lille, Sevilla, Salzburg and Wolfsburg. You said it was a red button group, didn't you?
It is, isn't it?
That's like, what's on tonight? Oh, it's Lille versus Wolfsburg. What? I don't pay 80 quid a month for this shite. How'd you work that one out?
Is that how much you pay your missus to tell you what's on telly?
It's a good job you finished that sentence in the way you did, son. Hey, as this live stream would have been getting ended very quickly.
With that microphone getting wrapped around my head.
Yeah.
That's the one where you go, oh, is it? You've got to assume, reigning champions in France.
That's the one where my missus walks in and she's like, can I watch crime? I'm watching the football. She goes, all right then. Fair enough. Yeah. Who's on?
You what?
What? Who's on? Who are you watching?
Who are you watching?
Lille versus Wolfsburg. What? Well, you're not watching Corrie because that's on.
Wolfsburg versus Salzburg. Yeah. They're calling it the Battle of the Bergs. You're like, get it off. We're putting the omnibus on. Yeah. Fucking hell. Okay, and finally,
Group H. Chelsea, Juventus, Zenit and Malmo. Again, is this just obvious? Is it just Chelsea? Is that almost the order of it? Chelsea, Juventus, Zenit, Malmo?
Yes. Pretty much. Right. I would say it is, yeah.
Sorry to be that guy, but it does look like it's pretty. Yeah. I mean,
Juve are a bit shit now.
Yeah, and especially if they lose someone who we don't need to go into. He who shall not be named.
I know that we've had this for a few years now. Obviously, City, 13 years ago, 2008, they got taken over, and football has slowly been funneling all the best players into the biggest money teams.
Yes,
but with the wages element on top of things now as well, and this free transfers thing that seems to only be increasing week by week. That only the big teams can afford the big players, not just their transfer fee, but actually paying them every week. It seems in the last 18 months, or the last 2 or 3 years, there's been an incredible funneling of big to big. Do you know what I mean? It's like Messi's gone to PSG, Ronaldo's gone to City, Grealish has gone to City. It looked like Kane was going to go to City. Wijnaldum, Neymar, Mbappe. It's like all the big players are going to the big money now. Like Ronaldo to Juve was all right. They're a big Italian giant, whatever. But Italian football's got no money generally. Everyone's leaving Spain. Everyone's leaving Italy. It's the Premier League and PSG, and that's it at the minute. It's bizarre. It's quite horrible, actually. Isn't it?
No, it is, and it's sad.
It is sad. It's fucking gross.
Like, I always feel for myself, I don't want to be all fatalistic, but I'm very grateful because when I was a kid, I grew up and the Scousers win everything. United, one of my first derby memories, we got beat 5-1 off City at Main Road, and it was like, oh, this is a struggle. This, and then we started winning trophies as I got to an age where I understood football better. Yeah. So 1990 FA Cup. 1991, the greatest achievement by any club in the history of association football. 93, won the title. We kept winning titles. Win the Champions League. We do the treble. So just all these riches that I never imagined just coming my way and seeing it happen and go to these games and just being spoiled, proper spoiled. It's mint. But then I look at like all my kids are United fans because otherwise they'll be sleeping in a shed. And it's like...
By shed you mean the Etihad, don't you?
But like, they've all started going to games now, and they've not seen much in terms of success. They're like, since their age, they've never really seen us win anything or that they can remember. And I feel like, is this going to be an era where they don't? Because, my dad went 26 years without seeing us winning the league title. Other clubs, obviously, in a similar bracket to United, have gone long periods. The Scousers went 30 years without winning it. Loads of clubs have gone many, many years without winning a Champions League. Barca went 60, was it 35 years before they won the first one? It can happen. So I just worry that, like, for the younger generation and younger fans and people that comment on the chat and watch Paddock as well, that I don't want them to go through that because of, like you say, all this money is going towards these other clubs, and we're stuck with these owners as well who just don't give a shit and who aren't going to push it to that level to try and compete. So when they see Ronaldo going to a City, they just go, oh, that's a shame. They don't go, well, we need to react, or we need to do something, or we need to bid for him, or anything like that. When they see, you know, the likes of Haaland's available, are we really going to go for him hardcore next season? I thought we would have done, but now, that's because I thought Kane was going to City. I'm worried that City, because they got Ronaldo, might go, well, next season we can still have Haaland and Ronaldo, because Ronaldo's only 37 or whatever and going. So it is difficult, but the one thing you have to remember is that Manchester United, one thing we've always done, we've always overcome the odds, and we have got an academy that produces as well. So, and we're not exactly not buying any players.
No, I know we've got plenty
so we
of money,
don't want to
again,
be, because people will go, well, look at Berry or whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
of
we've just spent
course.
73 million quid on Sancho and 43 million on Varane. So it's not like we don't spend money, we just don't spend enough to compete for me, with the teams you've just mentioned.
Yeah, and I think if City get Ronaldo this season, obviously that means that's a huge thing in terms of just how good they are on the pitch. But this would be the most sort of disheartening transfer window I can ever remember. The fact that PSG, and when you think how much these players would cost if they were contracted, got Wijnaldum, Donnarumma, Messi, Ramos, and there's one other as well.
I can't remember.
Whoever it was anyway.
Yeah.
Got all of these players for free just because they can offer the most wages, just because they're the biggest team. That's a £500-600 million transfer window, and they've got them all for free, just because, again, they can offer the most money and consistently just keep offering more and more and more people the most money.
And you wonder,
and the way City are doing the same thing now with there was
this talk. There was talk. I've read a few articles on that idea that don't think the Super League is dead forever.
No,
that this could come back up again.
Yeah,
because the only thing that stopped the Super League was fan reaction.
Yeah,
that was it. Us lot, I mean us lot, people watching the channel. I don't just mean going to the ground and protesting. That's a big part of it. But everyone, the backlash, social media, boycotting companies and everything, it had a big effect. And they thought this ain't gonna work. But they might go again with it. Yeah. They could go right in a couple of years. Let's try again for this Super League idea, and let's try and circle the wagons around these sort of elite European teams. And maybe next time they get a Paris Saint-Germain, a Bayern Munich, and one of the other clubs that did the Benfica or whatever, they didn't get involved. I'm going to go through. We've got some chats and super chats that I'm not got into yet. Abhinav Verma says, only reason I hate Ronaldo go to City is because our board is shite, not playing adequately, but hope he gets knocked out by Messi. Dave Sutton, who's been a member for 4 months of the academy, says, not a bad draw, but to be honest, at least we get a chance of revenge after the final last season. Ben Foster was watching and was in the chat. 2 up the Paddock. Oh, was he? Oh, I missed that. If you're still watching, Ben Foster, we'd love to have you on the channel.
What, the cycling GK, Ben Foster?
Yeah. Mark Galanti says,
lad,
how old is Jay? I'm 41 years young, my friend.
How old is Joe? 21.
21 is coming.
Love that. I'm not.
Guys, as he says. Kaiser says, as a Swiss United fan, I couldn't be happier to finally be able to watch United play in real life, even though it's in Bern and not in Manchester. Get in touch with us if you go into the game. We'll get you on the channel.
So Young Boys is in Switzerland then? Yep. Not in...
It's Bern, innit?
We were told it was in Holland.
What?
Switzerland. Love that.
Yeah.
Never been to Bern. It's the capital of Switzerland, isn't it?
Is it not? Is it?
Yeah, one of the ones that catches people out.
It's not Zurich.
No, it's Bern.
Singh says De Gea and 40 to 50 million for Jan Oblak next season. Also go all out for Haaland as well. No need for Rice as we have Scott. I can't see Dean being number 1.
Yep.
Chronic Gaming HD says Joe equals 31, my guess.
28. Fucking hell.
Mark Galantis says looking good for 41, Jay.
Thank
I
you.
like that. Honesty. Yeah? Honesty. Listen. We've done the Champions League draw. You can see it there. Villarreal, Atalanta, and Young Boys are in Manchester United's group. Me and Joseph Smith are going to be back later on tonight at 9:30.
Yes.
So in 3 hours' time, talking about whether there has been any developments with a certain Portuguese winger, stroke attacker who used to play for Manchester United Football Club. And I don't mean Nani. And also any other transfer news that may or may not be happening. So make sure...
Portuguese player now anyway. If you haven't checked out the merch, link is in the description. Check out that Fernandes. Look at that. Fucking fuck Ronaldo. Actually, save that fuck Ronaldo for when he signs. If he doesn't, we love him.
Just finally, Jack Lynch in the chat says as well, if CR7 goes to Man City, my respect for him, real big gone. And the other player that PSG signed was Hakimi for 65 million.
That's the one.
So
did spend money on him.
Big deals going on in Paris. That's Joe Smith. You know, to find him, Joe Smith 93 is Twitter handle. Also, I've got another super chat. Mr. Gold, who's been a member for 9 months of the first team. We appreciate your support. Says, cheers for all the work you do, lads. For the ones of us who don't have many footy mates, your lifesavers. Appreciate that, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. This has been the Champions League Draw Live. All we can say is 4 is coming.
4 is coming.
Thanks for watching.